Hi, Canastota. I'm Sean Becerra, Superintendent of Canastota Central Schools. And this is the weekly video update for Friday, April 22nd. I want to start this week's update off with a comment on our snow day situation. I know and I'm sure many of you were a little surprised that this far into the month of April, as we came back from April break, we actually had to use a snow day this week, as did really every other school in our region. Looking at the forecast, it looks like we're heading towards 80 degrees in the next few days, and I think we're probably out of the woods with any other future snow days. So hopefully that's the end of our snow days for this year. In the event that we did need to have any other weather-related or any other type of emergency closing, just want to remind everybody to keep in mind that our plan that we shared with the school community several months ago was that we would be moving to a remote schedule if need be, if we had any future closures. Again, we don't anticipate that happening. I think we're in pretty good shape and get through this winter pretty well. We also keep in mind that Friday, May 27th, which is attached to the Memorial Day weekend, that is already designated as a vacation day. So that remains. The snow day that we used earlier this week does not affect that. And so, again, hopefully weather remains good, and we finish out this year without any other weather issues. And again, Friday, May 27th, still a day off for our students. Also want to remind people that our Parent Advisory Council that has had several very positive and successful meetings in recent weeks. Our next meeting is scheduled for next Thursday, April 28th. It's again Thursday, April 28th at 5:30, and that's in the junior senior high library. So if you'd like to join us, we certainly would like to welcome more members to the group. If you're somebody who just wants to be actively involved in the school and try to get positive things done that will help our students have opportunities, then we'd love for you to join the group. So again, that's next Thursday, April 28th, 5:30 p.m. Want to give a big thanks to the Stevens family and congratulations to the performers in last night's concert. The Eric Stevens Music Celebration Concert. Great music. It was a great mix of students and adult musicians who did a great job performing, and certainly want to thank the Stevens family for their generosity in supporting music education in our schools. So great night of music. Also want to alert you to the fact that we had some nice publicity on the local media scene. Just yesterday, the Canastota Ambassador Program, which is working on the Sunflower Project to support the children in Ukraine, that was highlighted in Channel 9 out of Syracuse, highlighted that project in their Cool Schools segment. So if you haven't seen that yet, I know a lot of people have, and they've been commenting on it. It was a nice story, but check that out if you want to see our students getting some good publicity for some of the good work they're doing in supporting other children who are in a tough situation in Ukraine. And finally, a couple of items related to our budget. We're heavily into budget season. The annual vote is less than a month away. Some dates that we're going to continue to remind you of: our annual budget hearing is scheduled for May 10th, and the annual vote is scheduled for May 17th. In the next several weeks leading up to those dates, a good portion of our update will be centered around highlighting some of the major points that we want to make sure everybody understands heading into our budget vote. So much more to come on that. But again, those two dates important. May 10th for the budget hearing at 6 p.m. and the annual vote on May 17th. So again, more to come on that. Finally, for those of you who are accustomed to being able to use our track, there's good news and bad news. The bad news is our track will be unavailable coming up in the next several weeks. We don't have an exact date yet, but coming up within, again, probably the next week or two, our track will be unavailable for several weeks because of the good news, which is that we're getting the track work done. So our track will have the new updated and finished product to go along with our field that was already installed last year. So we're looking forward to that, even though it's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience for a few weeks where we won't be able to use that area. Really excited that we're going to get that complete field and track put together. And hopefully in the next month or so, that work will be complete and we'll be ready to go. So just be aware of that. More updates will be coming as the work, which is pretty heavily weather dependent, as you might imagine, as that unfolds in the coming weeks. But until next time, hope you have enjoyed the warm weather coming up. Hope you have a great weekend, and go Raiders.